Okay, in this particular triangle construction, we're going to be constructing congruent triangles using the side angle side construction. So as we did before, our first step is to create a very long ray with a point X at one end with our straight edge. And then just like we did in the side construction, our first step is going to be to copy one side of the triangle that we're creating or copying to the other side, to the other triangle, by using our compass. So we swing the arc, and now we have one of our points, and we know at this point that XY is congruent to DF. Now the next construction that we need to do is actually to construct a congruent angle, and the angle we're going to use is angle D. So we begin by setting our compass and swinging an arc with D and X as the two stop points, so those two arcs are congruent. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move to the left triangle and copy the distance of the arc to the two intercepted legs of the triangle, and we're going to copy that to the intersection point of the arc on our long ray. So as you should always do when you're creating a construction, every time you have an intersection point, you should label it. So we're going to label the two intersection points on the left triangle AB, and the two intersection points on the right triangle are going to be labeled as J and K. And we know that JK as a distance is congruent to AB because we used the same compass setting. Now for the last part of the SAS construction, what we're going to do is we're going to copy DE to the very long ray that we have here from where we copied the angle. And when we swing that arc, that provides us an intersection point called Z. And we know at this point that DE and XZ are the same. And since XY and DF are the same, and the enclosed angles D and X are also congruent, we know that we have congruent triangles by SAS. So now we're going to place our congruency marks, and we'll just go ahead and spell out the SAS congruency. We know that DF is congruent to XY. Because we constructed congruent angles, we know that angle D is congruent to angle X. And then we capture the last leg, which would make both of those angles enclosed, and so we know that segment DE is congruent to segment XZ. So there we have it, and as you can see on both triangles we have a side, angle, and side.